Greetings from Tulum, Mexico. In this video, I'm going to show some beautiful scenery along with places to eat and things to do. From Cancun to Tulum, it was about an hour and 45-minute drive. We first stopped at our Airbnb to drop off our stuff. This Airbnb had 3 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, and the pricing was really reasonable, like around $176 a night. Well, with taxes and fees, it's a little bit more, but it was definitely worth it. This complex was called 777 in the Lumzamba complex. We did it through Monkey Rentals on Airbnb. I like to stay at Airbnbs for their washer and dryers, and also the kitchen is much better with refrigerator space. There was also a hot tub outside, but the water was questionable, so we didn't utilize it. The downside was the floor felt grainy, so we had to wear slippers all the time. First place we're checking out is Burrito Amore. Here's their menu. They serve healthy juice and burritos here, along with breakfast items. I have to say the pricing here was a little bit pricier than other places in Mexico. Here's the drinks that we got. The margarita was gross, and the other 2 juices were pretty light.
Cheers.
To start off, we got the chips and guacamole. The guacamole tastes basic, but their pita chips was good. Here's the ribeye of beef burrito. And this is the filet of fish burrito. These burritos are wrapped in banana leaf, and it was super delicious, and this is what they're known for. I never seen these types of burritos in the States before, so I thought it was really good, and the sauce for it was amazing as well. They also have side salads here. Afterwards, we went to a fruit stand called Frutira San Marcos. The workers here were so nice, and they let us sample some unique mangoes that we never had before. After that long drive from Cancun to Tulum and eating, we just went back to the Airbnb and explored the area. Later that night, we went to a restaurant called Ilios. This is the same people that owns Nicoletta in the previous video where we went to an Italian restaurant in Cancun. To start off, we got complimentary bread. It's not as good as Nicoletta, and we got the tzatziki Greek yogurt along with the hummus. Here are the drinks that we got. We all enjoyed our drinks, but I felt like it could use more alcohol. I would recommend making reservations around 8:45 on a weekend for a fire show. To start off, we got the orzo with beef cheeks braised. This was alright, it tastes like SpaghettiOs. We got a spinacle pita. It was stuffed with feta cheese and spinach. Another dish we got was the Meraki spaghetti. This one was pretty good. It looks plain, but it was super flavorful. We also shared some crab cakes. It was very crispy. I thought this was delicious. Another item we got was the Greek meatballs. This one was on the plain side. I wouldn't recommend this. After the first show, they handed out these plates for their second show, which is breaking plates. You got in line, and once you smash your plate, you say "Opa." Overall, I would say it was fun, but parking was $20, and the service got really slow at the end due to it was really busy. It also cost $30 for a shot, and it wasn't a good quality one. So overall, it was a good experience, but I think it was a one-time thing. And to end off, we got cakes, but it was both mid, so I wouldn't recommend. Next morning, we went to the Grand Cenote. This costs about $25 or $30 to get in, which is kind of expensive. Over here was less crowded, but it's because the pricing was more, but the water was definitely worth it. It was super clear, and there was a bunch of mini turtles.
Oh, it's already on. Hello. Hi. Wait. Is this a selfie or what? Oh, what's underneath? Ooh.
Big ass that.
Did you record over there? Come on, friends. Come on. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You heard that? You heard that? No.
Over here was fun and relaxing. Even though the price is expensive, I would definitely come back again. We then later went to Takaria Coup. This place was authentic. It had a lot of locals more than tourists, and the pricing was cheap. I usually like cream cheese and empanadas, but this one was not it. Besides the cream cheese empanada, the tacos and the sandwich was really good though. We went to Burrito Amore. There's one location in Tulum, but we drove to the farther one because it was much nicer. If you decide to go to both locations in one day, it will be half off for the second one. The tickets was about $20 USD, and it was definitely worth it. Once you enter the museum, you have to be barefoot just to feel and be in nature. After you're done touring inside, there's a little garden in the back that was just as beautiful. There was even a restaurant that you could eat at, but we were a little late already, so it was closing. There was a little cafe right in front of the museum. We stopped by, and these are the drinks that we got. We all didn't like our drinks though, so I wouldn't recommend, but it was a vibe. Later on that night, we went to Curry Bipo. Because I know this trip we ate a lot of Mexican food, so I wanted some Asian food. Here's the drinks that we got here, and it was decent. First item we got is the yellow curry. I thought it was pretty good, but I felt like there was Mexican spices in there that I wasn't really familiar with. We also got their pad thai. The presentation was really nice, but I thought it was pretty decent as well. And in this restaurant, it was just us and another table, so it was kind of weird. Last entree item we got was the crab fried rice. I thought this was pretty okay as well, but nothing really special. The mango sticky rice was also pretty good. Overall, the restaurant was nice, but since it's pricey, I think I would have eaten somewhere else. Later on for that night, for a little snacky snack, we ordered Casa Empanadas on the Tomato app. It is basically the Tulum version of Uber Eats, and it's so much cheaper, and I wish we did more of this on the trip. This is their cheese empanada, and it has the words on it, and look at that cheese pull. Also, we got the cochinita pipo, and it was pretty good as well. In this region, the cochinita meat is what they're known for. And this has to be the best thing that I ate here. I wish I could have ordered more, but it was closed the next day. This is the chicken and mushroom and cheese one. It was super delicious as well. What I like about the Tomato app is it's mostly local places and mostly local people ordering it. So it had to be good and it was much cheaper. And we did try to look for those places as well. That night, I slept well with a happy belly. The next morning, we woke up and we went to Matcha Mama. What they're known here for is their matcha and smoothie bowls and juices. We had to pay $20 for parking, and this is the mango tego that I got. Because the parking was $20 for all day, we had to walk over to Sculpture Park because we didn't want to pay anymore. This is their famous statue, but we didn't know it cost $4 to get in per person, and you get 1 minute to take a photo here. That $4 entrance, all you see is these hands, that statue, and this ball. Because the parking was $20, we also went on the beach to relax a little bit. I kind of wish we ate somewhere else instead of the Matcha Mama. After being scammed all morning, we went to this authentic Mexican place called Takuya La Chia. Here's the tacos that we got. It was all very delicious, so I would recommend anything here. We then went over to Dos Rojo Sones, which means 2 eye cenotes. The cost here was about $25, but you get to go to 2 cenotes. This one is the first one, or the first eye. All the cenotes that I've been to in Tulum and Cancun, I thought was very beautiful because the water was super clear and blue. Though some food places were terrible and the prices were high, I still think this place is worth visiting because of the cenotes. Afterwards, we headed towards the second cenote, or their second eye. This place was much darker. I thought I wouldn't like it as much, but I actually enjoyed it because it was much more calm and relaxing. On the Tomato app, we saw there was Donur Tulum, and we wanted to try it, so we had to look for it. The GPS here and location is horrible on Google Maps and Maps, so we had to DM them on Instagram for the right location. Here's one of the churros we tried. This one is the pistachio. We also got a caramel one. We also got a hazelnut one. I thought this was the best. And we also got an apple one to try, and a passion fruit. The fruit ones I thought was okay overall. The churros were pretty good, but it's on the thicker side. I prefer the light and fluffy and airier one. Later for dinner, we got lost on the beach because the GPS told us the restaurant was here, but we ended up finding it. We went to Karma Tulum. It was about a 12-minute drive. This restaurant was empty as well, and I didn't like the house music here. This is their Karma drink and the mango margarita. Both of the drinks was good here. This is their beet salad. The presentation was also really nice. We also got their grilled shrimp, and this one was also pretty good. And their crab cupcakes. This was a good size, and it was also pretty decent as well. They gave us these potato balls as a complimentary appetizer, and it was pretty good. We also got the salmon sushi roll. I thought it was okay, but it's better than the other roll we got. And we also got the sea bass. This one was pretty good. The yellowtail tuna, this one I would not recommend. It didn't taste good. The sweet potato baked with bacon was good though. The ribeye prime, this was a huge disappointment. Because of this dish, we would not be coming back. The cauliflower with homemade cheese sauce, that one was really good. The steak was really cold and it was very chewy. Overall, it was expensive, so it was not worth it. On our final day in Tulum, we checked out of our Airbnb and went to the Tulum Ruins. Over here was a cheap activity and the views was amazing to look at the ruins. You can hire a tour guide here to show you the different ruins and a little history on it, but we opt out on it because to me that is boring, but at the same time, it was just us looking at rocks at that point. We were able to eavesdrop on people's tours, so we did get a little history on it, but it just went out the other ear, and that was enough for me. We then headed over to Cancun and went to our hotel. This place was very clean and had a kitchen and also a pull-out couch as well, so it was very spacious and cheap. After we dropped off everything, we went to Takaria Coup Apenitos. Over here, the pricing of everything was pretty cheap, and the service here was really good as well. To start off, we got the nachos. I really enjoyed this one. I would come back for it. And we also got chips and guacamole, and it was pretty good as well. These are the tacos that we got. We all enjoyed it, and there was nothing bad to say about this place. Afterwards, we headed over to the mall just to do a little shopping. And when we stopped by Starbucks, it is different from the US a little bit. And I got the black lemon tea. I wish they had this in the States. Later on that night, we went to Parque de las Papas, which is basically a park. At nighttime, this place comes alive with a bunch of food vendors. This is the churros we got, and it was so cheap, and it was so much better than the other places we've been to. We got this recommendation from the taco place, so I would definitely recommend talking to locals for their recommendations. This place was not alive during the afternoon, so we thought we were in the wrong area, but we decided to come back later on. And we also got elotes in this area as well. This is my second time getting elotes in Mexico, and I noticed that their corn is different. I do prefer the American corn more. Over here was probably one of the best part of the trip because it was authentic and fun, and most locals were here. You can even get a slice of pizza for about $1, and it was pretty good as well. And to end off the night, we headed over to this ice cream shop. What we got here was mango nata and fresca con crema, which is strawberries and cream, and mango with chamoy. Both of them was really good, and the pricing was cheap. And that is it for now. Until the next.